Hello, my name is Bruno Flaven. This is the third tutorial about extending Streamlit usage to create data science application and other type of application. I will focus in this video especially on the ability to Streamlit to create kind of wireframing tool, meaning that you can bypass the wireframing stuff and even create directly with Streamlit the idea of your application. All the code is available right here, and we're going to browse through the 10 and the 6. So I'm going to show you, and for those who don't know what is Streamlit, Streamlit is supposed to be, and is, it's not supposed, the fastest way to build and share data apps. It was first done for data science, but it can be, it can be extended to some other usage. And they made a great effort about the way you can build up as a wireframing, because you have available a lot of designing. So for instance, let's go for this one. So you open the console, you go, I've already installed, and I'm explaining how to install with Conda all the required installation, and it's pretty well done on their own site. Basically, you have to pip install Streamlit, and then you can launch the first application. So let's see the first, just to show you that there's a lot of potential. And for instance, we're gonna go through this application. We just show up some element. So you see, you can draw a table right here. So you draw simply a table with a loop. You can create a widget and using a button and click on it and stuff like that. You can even load some image. You see, you have this image, and you can even say, okay, this image, apparently they're on the first, but I'm changing the URL, and then if I reload, rerun, it would say, okay, it doesn't work, you can find the image. So it's very easy to correct it, because Streamlit is showing you directly the error that you can have. So it's loading, and it's loading the grayscale, because I asked for the grayscale. And what I wanted to experiment is the ability to create a wide or centered or whatever. Okay, these general layouts. Let's go for the second one. Now, I think the fourth one is maybe interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna launch this one. So you clear the console, and then you just go to the directory and launch your different this command. You don't launch Python. You don't launch Python something with the script. You launch always Streamlit and run. So let's do it like this. This one just show the elements. So you have a bunch of elements that is marked down. You can have, successful alert, warning, error message. Still you have an image. You can load the video, for instance. You can load sounds. You have the ability to say active, and you see it's reworking, and then it's changing. Come on. Yeah, an active. Yeah, active. And then you can pick up, you have drop-down menu, so dentist, programmer. Then you can say, okay, I choose several capital, okay, and then he's running and he's updating this data, okay. You can pick up on a slider element. You see it's working, and then it would show 5,212. Okay. Maybe you have a bunch of stuff, and this is great. You have a lot of elements available at your disposal. Okay. So what we're going to do now is that we can think about, well, there's other attempts, but they're basically the same. You can have Markdown directly. You can pick up Markdown, so it's quite easy if you don't want to make any pagination and use, layout and you just use your markdown code. Let's do this one. I'm gonna go in this area. Okay, and let's launch. Whoops, sorry. Let's launch this one. I think this one may be interesting. The idea of this one is pretty easy. You just well, first I introduced some tooltip and stuff like that, and also I've created two forms that are in two columns, and you can you see that I'm writing if I'm selecting flavor and intensity, and then it will be launched through a command. I'm commanding the launcher 4 is this one, that will load the element with few, like for instance with few variable behind, and will print out. So that means that you can create, let's see the explanation. You can create right here, you can create a kind of web interface, kind of like in Jenkins or like in Capistrano, a web interface where you can decide, then the user can decide, okay, well, first, this is just try, you have tooltip, which is cool. They think a lot about how to ease the user experience, to improve. Anyway, you can show, you can have this kind of opener. And then let's say we take vanilla, I take 23, I select programmers, and I submit this one. And you see, chocolate 23 programmers. And then this one has been launched below, so I can watch, you see, chocolate, and I'm commanding my script. So that's, I mean, maybe it's not interesting for you, but that means that you can drive your data. Let's say we take 41, and then I'm selecting businessman, and then I'm sending, and then this one, it will execute this one, but with the correct value. You see, sprinkle 41 businessmen. So what is interesting right now, I think I'm going to stop, in that you have both POC, I mean proof of concept, that is first. So you just close down. You have that it was written here. So you have a kind of wireframing, so you can think about what can be the user experience. And second, you can think about any kind of web application where you drive your own Python script, which is pretty powerful, because then you can leverage on the script that you have already written and maybe create a simple application just to drive them, just to launch them. Okay, if you have ever made testing, if you have ever made, yeah, for sure, if you want to make classification, to set a bunch of pictures, or to load easily any kind of data frame, any kind of files, any kind of image, media, whatever. So it's pretty cool. I mean, it's very quick to leverage on Streamlit, which is simple as it's so plain simple, and then drive your own or your previous script. Okay, so thank you for watching. You can find the code right here. I don't go through all these directories, and that will be the last tutorial for this serial, for this article. I hope you enjoy it, and remember to subscribe to my channel, and maybe to say that you like my work. Okay, see you, bye-bye.